Osnabrück. This is localized with a lot of different big brand names here, and also there's also located with the largest newspaper company here. And I went this place last week to submit my stories to the editorial, and at the time the receptionist asked me to send by to call mobile phone or email. That means my phone will go to the scammer. I can never reach the editorial, and I made a record last week, and I came back today and chat with if there's editorial people contact me, which I couldn't receive the email or mobile phone. So the staff today is very helpful. A senior staff on the same floor helped me to locate the secretary of the editorial, and she said she will reply me, and they have the journalist now looking in my case, and they will contact me. So I feel like there's like a light in a tunnel, but I'm not super optimistic. But at least there is some positive reply. Prior to this location, I went to SMK, that means Sengkonghui. They managed to some homeless accommodation in Osnabrück, and one of it I had both of them. I was arranged by the young male social worker, and then I got sexual abuse and under hidden camera in the accommodation. So this morning I talked with the manager of a place called Bramshire, number 11, Bramshire Street, number 11. It is different from the Bramshire Asylum Camp, which is a street name, which number 11, where SKM's office about homeless is located. I talked with the manager about my situation, mainly first about my complaint about the young male staff who arranged me to homeless accommodation with hidden camera, and then 90 sexual assault. And of course, he couldn't believe and he didn't want to handle it. And I can understand that. And also my current situation, like I want to break isolation and I want to get a caseworker to help me. It seems he's no intention to get me to find a caseworker. And he just asked me to ask the social worker in the office. So I think it is like a regular bureaucratic that people feel about the German system. And but he's patient enough to listen to my story as usual, because usually the social worker were told to listen to my story and then did nothing. Yes, this is what happened. And I said I have an isolation issue and couldn't and request for the social worker to help me to contact the people who can help me, and he refused as usual and asked me to use the computer in the common room, which I think it must be hacked. So I even in the UK consulate in Berlin that I couldn't contact the outside world with their computer. So how can I use this one? Even in university, that library that I use the computer, it is hacked, my account. So how can I use the computer in the homeless office that I can avoid the hacking? Impossible. So I just couldn't find ways to break isolation, and it is not right because they are social worker. It shouldn't supposed to be like that. And also I told him about I need a place for a few nights to have stable accommodation, and I said he should tell the social worker that I shouldn't going back to Bramshire asylum camp because there's smell campaign about me. I should go back to Bramshire, and I told him that I ran away from Bramshire because of sexual assault. It was an unsafe place to me. There's no reason I should go back. So I fell into a trap that he said, if you are not asylum seeker, what is your immigration status? I said, I am on tourist status. So he said, now I fell into a trap of him. Now he said, if you are on tourist status, you should find your consulate to help you. So I said no, I couldn't because I'm running away from Hong Kong, no consulate. And then he said you shouldn't get help from homeless shelter because tourists should take care of themselves. And I just checked with ChatGPT, and in extreme condition, a tourist can get help from shelter, which is the policy of the German government. So he gave me the wrong information, and he said he asked me to go to the city, the council to get help, and I got a piece of information from his staff in another. His colleagues in another homeless shelter. He told me that that piece of paper showed that I need to do TB tests and then different kind of blood tests in order to get a shelter in a place that may not be safe for me. So I dropped the idea of going to the city. Then I may need to stay in McDonald's for a while to become a refugee and being molested in midnight. And because the report I sent to the Handover police who handled my case, he did not reply me. So I'm in this kind of lawless situation, outlaw situation, and I just record about that. And I still have a few contacts that I'm going to tell the story of me to the media, and hopefully I can get some help to break the isolation. It's so easy just to send some email and make some calls, and then you can save a person's life. But the social worker here refused to do that. It is very strange and weird. And then they even refuse to recommend a place that I can solve the isolation issue. Why? So strange. Okay, I recap the situation, and then I will follow up with the SMK young male social worker, work with the stalker to put me in unsafe accommodation for sexual assault. This is very serious situation, and I need to address it to avoid there will be another chance that I stay in this unsafe accommodation, and break the infiltration of the Hong Kong police to the German social worker community. Thank you for your attention, and hopefully I can find help later. Bye-bye. Okay, let me show you the place here. So Sarah, and yes, this is a busy shopping high street. Bye-bye.